Hello, Saturnians. So today I want to talk about my favorite witchy herb, which is rue. In Brazilian witchcraft, rue is considered one of the most powerful ingredients to remove toxic and negative energy from your body, from your home, and your crystals. I use rue a lot in my practice. I make banishing potions, anointing oils, I make ritual bath. I cleanse my crystals with rue, etc. But today I want to show you how I use rue in my everyday life. So I'm picking rue from my garden, just a little bit is enough, and I'll show you how I prepare an amazing food soak for those days when you had a difficult day, when you feel that your energy has been drained, or when you had a difficult conversation, when you're feeling attacked, when you're being victim of a psychic attack, when you need to remove negative energy from your body. This is the perfect foot soak. So I'm gonna show you now how to do it. And if it's your first time here, welcome. Please subscribe for more videos like this. Alright, so I am adding water to the basin, just enough to fill it. And I like to warm the water under the sun, but if it's cold where you are and the water won't stay warm, then you should add warm water instead. Here it is not necessary because it's boiling hot right now in Brazil, so the water is not going to become cold, okay? Right. So I am adding salt, and one important rule here is that when you use salt, it helps the water absorb the properties of whatever ingredient you put in the water. So now I add my rue, and I'll leave this under the sun for a couple of hours. I like to let it sit a little bit under the sun to allow the salt to do the magic and suck all energy from the rue, so this water will quickly become magical. So it's been a couple of hours, and now I have here this clear quartz crystal, and I'll be holding it the whole time. But the crystal point should not be facing my body. We want to remove energy from the body, so the point should be facing the ground. The energy needs to go outwards, okay? And I forgot to mention that you can add essential oil to the water to make it smell nice, because rue doesn't smell good, guys. It really doesn't. But I want to show you the basic, and then you can customize your water according to your liking, as long as you don't use an ingredient that contradicts the power of the rue. And now I just put my feet in the water and I relax here for 45 minutes or even an hour. If you only have 10 minutes, then do it for 10 minutes. It's better to do it for 10 minutes than not do it at all, okay? So today is a lovely day, and I wanted to do this outside so I can listen to the birds singing. I can talk to my fairies. I can, read a book and even play with my cards. But you can do this inside as well. All right, as long as you hold the crystal the entire time. This is a very important part of the process. And the crystal will help remove the toxic energy that you're trying to get rid of. And once you're done, you just return everything back to nature. Do not reuse this water, do not reuse the leaves. You just throw everything on the soil. Now I want to show you how to cleanse your crystals using a similar process. Again, I am using water, and I am going to add some salt again, and also some rue, So basically it's the same process. I am going to leave my crystals in the water and under the sun for the whole day, and when the sun goes down I just remove the crystals and leave them to dry under the moonlight. These crystals, they stay on my tarot table, so they absorb a lot of energy. So every now and then I do this to cleanse the energy, to remove the energy from the crystals. And of course, after it's done, I return the water to nature. And finally, I am going to show you a very powerful combination. Okay, so in Brazilian witchcraft, rosemary and rue together create a very, very powerful ingredient for any kind of banishing spell. So I just combine rosemary and rue. I have them both in my garden. So I'm going to tie them together like this. Then I'll leave them to dry for a few days. And once they are completely, dry, then I'll use them for all kinds of banishing spells. I also like to make anointing oil with this combination, and then I will anoint my candle with this oil. And yeah, it is very powerful to use in a black candle. Okay, so I'm going to hang it here, and I'll come back in a few days to collect my dried herbs. And here they are after a few days. This is what it looks like, and I like to use it when it's like this, still green but obviously dried. Okay, and now let's make the most powerful anointing oil for banishing spells. So here I have a little bottle, and I always make in small quantities because it takes me 6 months to use everything inside this bottle. So here I have rosemary and rue, and I'm just going to put inside the bottle. And this combination is so powerful. Did you know that here in Brazil, when you are in an ayahuasca ceremony and you're having trouble throwing up, because vomiting is part of the ritual, you have to expurgate your negative emotions, your negative energy. So when you're having trouble doing this, somebody comes with a little bit of rue for you to smell. And what happens when you smell rue under the effect of ayahuasca is that you vomit almost immediately. This is how powerful rue is. Alright, so here I have rosemary and rue inside my little bottle. And I'm also gonna add a crystal. This is a simple quartz point, and this is going to help enhance the magical properties of the herbs. I have some cloves because the cloves help minimize the smell of the rue. Rue doesn't smell good, guys, so I like to add cloves, and they also have wonderful benefits, so they go really well together. Alright, so here I have vegetable oil. You can use any oil: avocado oil, coconut oil, olive oil. Here I am using olive oil. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to let this sit under the sun for about 21 days. Now 2 weeks is enough, but in another video I am going to explain why I leave it for 21 days. Let me know if you want an in-depth video about how to make magical potions and anointing oil. For now, I want to keep this video short and sweet, so I'm just gonna tell you what to do, and later we can explore the philosophy behind magical potions and anointing oils. Okay, so now I'm going to leave this here under the sun for 21 days. I have some crystals around it. I'm gonna leave in a place where I know it will receive sunlight. And yeah, in 3 weeks or so, I'll come back to collect my bottle and, filter everything. So it's been 3 weeks, and my cats love being around my potions, and I take this as a sign that there is good energy around it. All right, so here is my little bottle. It's ready to be filtered. It's been 3 weeks, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to filter the oil. I'll use a strainer to make everything easier. And at this point, I also remove the crystal, and I can most definitely wash the crystal and reuse it for new potions. So I have filtered everything, and I'll transfer it to its bottle. I always put my banishing oils in this school bottle. I used to have labels. I no longer have labels because curious people love to open my bottles, and I'm very uncomfortable with that. So I just put my oil here, and this is my banishing oil. I'm going to anoint my candles when I need to, create a banishing spell. I have a video explaining how I anoint my candles with this oil, so link's gonna be down below in the description box if you wanna see how to anoint candles for banishing spells. Alright, I also have another video explaining how I make ritual bath with Rue to remove negative energy. Link's gonna be down below in the description box as well if you wanna watch this one. Right, so once I transfer the oil to its definitive bottle, what I do is I light a candle on the top of the bottle overnight, and this kind of seals the deal, you see? So I'm burning a black candle on the top of my bottle. It's going to seal the bottle, and I will let it sit on my shelf for 7 days, and then it's ready to be used. Just make sure that when you do use this oil, do it mindfully, because you are going to unlock the magic here, because that's what I did with the black candle. It sealed the bottle and the magic inside. So I really only open the bottle if I am going to do serious magic with it. Otherwise, I just leave it alone, and I recommend you do the same. So I have a question for you. What makes a magical potion magical? Is it merely the ingredients inside it, or is it a little bit more? I'll try to answer this question in an upcoming video. Alright, so here is my oil. It's absolutely ready. The candle has sealed the bottle and the magic inside, and I'm just gonna use this to anoint my candles. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any question, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.